I know AI is kind of the thing that is hot right now for people to use to optimize certain aspects of things. So, are you using AI to help with your workflow in submitting grants?
Yes, great question. And AI is definitely it's here, and there are pros and cons. So let's start with the cons first. My prediction is that grant funders are going to ultimately ban AI use for grant applications within the next maybe 2 to 5 years. Just my pinky toe, my little pinky is telling me, I don't know. I feel like they're going to ban it. Why? AI helps with speeding up the grant writing process, but a lot of people use AI as the entire writing process, meaning they're just saying, "Hey, answer this question." They copy paste. I've even heard grant funders say that people are copying and pasting the prompts into the grant application. Child, please don't do that. Okay. You need to read. We need to be reading and proofreading. And so so yes, that's what I heard. And I was like, oh no. This is why I feel like they're gonna ban it. Cause it's like if they're getting way more applications than normal, and like a lot of the applications are AI slop, and it doesn't feel like this is a real person with a real passion or anything like that, like it's going to discourage them, and it's also going to kind of cause constraints on their staff and things like that. So I've seen more this year language such as, "Hey, we understand that you may use AI, but please keep that use to a minimum," or "We really wanna hear from you and your voice," or flat out, "Don't use it." So, that's what I'm kind of seeing. It's, trickling here and there, but I do think that over time, they're gonna be either grant funders who are like, "We don't care," or funders are gonna be like, "Yeah, no, we want you to actually write this stuff."
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I'm
they might
Mhm.
literally be like, "So remember writing with a pen or a pencil?"
Send your envelope to our
Send
office.
me like, right, mail.
How committed are you really to this
Right,
opportunity?
you have to go to the post office, you forgot what a stamp is,
Mhm.
like, you're gonna have to figure it out to get
It's
this
it's it's my prediction. I mean, we'll see if we'll see how it shapes up,
right.
but I do think that it is kind of harming in many ways. So the positives though is you could use AI for way more than the writing portion. So here's some of the uses that I've used. So I've used AI for eligibility confirmation. So I will literally copy and paste the entire grant application or the entire grant page and say, "Hey chat, you know me. Here's the project that I'm working on. How do I fit? Do I fit? Do I really fit? Should I go after it? What's the odds of me winning?" And AI is great for that because it has an analytical brain, right? So it could help you make that analysis. So eligibility criteria can be really great. I also like AI for brainstorming potential angles, right? Because for me, every single grant I apply to, although I'm generally trying to fund certain projects, the way I approach that grant could look a little bit different based off of the funder, what they're looking for, that specificity. So I can kind of brainstorm with chat and say, "Hey, listen, like, here's my idea. Let's talk about it. Let's kind of flesh this out." That could be really good. Another use of AI can be like, "Hey, I'm at the tail end of my grant application. Pick out the holes. Like, let's poke some holes here. What would a grant funder question?" Questions lead to doubts, which leads to no money, no funding. So
Mhm.
we could use AI to help us kind of like double check our work, make sure that like anything that is vague, we can kind of figure that out with AI really quickly. And then lastly, grammar. So using tools like Grammarly, for example, to make sure that like your commas and your punctuation and you just have a good rhythm and flow. So there's so many again ways that you could use AI to support you as a assistant, but your ideas, your passion, your lived experience needs to be on the page. So start and end with your ideas, and you could use AI to really help you put those things together.